It looks like the government are going to move ahead with plans to require a voter ID to vote at the general election. Of course, absolutely necessary, I think, and should be welcomed. The fact that you're tightening up security around voting. In fact, those who want a less secure electoral system, I mean, I'm quite suspicious as to their motives. And so we see it reported, maybe in the Queen's speech tomorrow, voters will need photo ID for general elections. Now, the government, and before people go off on one, the government have previously said people would be able to apply for a voting ID card from their local council. So really, I see absolutely no reason why this could legitimately be opposed. And just to give one recent example that we saw very, very recently, this is Barrister Francis Hauer tweeting the other day, well, I've just become a victim of personation. Somebody has come into the polling station claiming to be me and voted. An interesting and relevant, if disturbing, experience for an election lawyer. Going on to say that 3 others in my borough in the last hour, according to the returning officer who spoke to the presiding officer in my polling station. And he points out you can only know the number of times it happens when the true voter also turns up later. Now, this policy is actually one of the most popular policies I've ever seen in terms of bringing in voter ID. YouGov did do a poll asking Brits, do you think people should or should not have to show identification such as a driving licence, passport or ID provided by the local council before they are allowed to vote at a general election? What you find, a clear majority, 61% saying yes, and only a quarter of Brits, 26%, opposed to this. So big majority of Brits want this brought in. We'll have to see if the government do go ahead, but I think it's absolutely necessary that we tighten up, that we make elections as secure as possible. And this just seems like plain old common sense to me. Do let me know what you make of this, guys. Do you want to see the government push ahead with this or not? And as ever, if you enjoyed this report, please do give it a big thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that. If you can support my channel by becoming a member, I'd appreciate that as well. You'll get the members only badge next to your name. And of course, as ever, thanks so much for watching.